Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today we're diving deep into the world of numismatics to explore the top 10 ultra-rare Washington $quarter coins. These coins aren't just valuable, they hold a piece of American history in the palm of your hand. 1996. Washington Quarter. The 1996 Washington $quarter coin features the iconic bust of George Washington on the obverse side, as with all Washington quarter dollars. However, what sets this particular coin apart is its unique reverse design. Unlike the standard eagle design seen on most Washington quarter dollars, the reverse of the 1996 coin showcases an image of a drummer boy, commemorating the participation of the states in the Union during the American Revolutionary War. This design was part of the 50-state quarters program launched by the United States Mint. Now, let's talk about the value of this coin. The 1996 Washington quarter dollar is highly sought after by collectors due to its limited mintage and unique design. In circulated condition, this coin typically fetches around its face value of 25 cents. However, for coins in uncirculated or proof condition, the value can range from a few dollars to upwards of $10 or more, depending on factors such as rarity and condition. As you can see from this graph, the value of this coin has steadily increased over time, making it a valuable addition to any coin collection. But remember, the value of any coin is subjective and can fluctuate based on market demand and other factors. So, if you're lucky enough to have one of these beauties in your possession, hold on to it tightly. 1974. Washington Quarter. Let's take a moment to appreciate the design of this iconic coin. The obverse features the profile of our nation's first president, George Washington, sculpted by John Flanagan, while the reverse displays a majestic bald eagle, a symbol of American strength and freedom, designed by Frank Gasparo. Now, let's talk value. The 1974 Washington Quarter, like many coins, has both face value and collector's value. Its face value, of course, is 25 cents, but its collector's value can vary depending on its condition, rarity, and demand in the market. If you're lucky enough to have one in mint condition, its value could range anywhere from a few dollars to upwards of $20 or more. However, if it's heavily circulated, its value may be closer to its face value. Now, let's journey back to 1974 and uncover some historical context. The 70s, a time of disco, bell-bottoms, and gas shortages. Yes, you heard that right. The Mid-S saw the infamous oil crisis, leading to long lines at gas stations and significant economic turbulence. Meanwhile, in the world of numismatics, the 1974 Washington Quarter was being minted by the millions across various U.S. mint facilities. While it may not have been a standout year in terms of rarity, its production was part of a continuous effort to meet the demand for circulating coinage. So why is the 1974 Washington Quarter significant? Well, aside from being a piece of American history that circulated during a pivotal time, it also marks a continuation of the enduring legacy of the Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Over the years, these quarters have become cherished by collectors and history buffs alike, serving as tangible reminders of our nation's journey through time. And there you have it, folks. The 1974 Washington quarter dollar coin, a small piece of metal with a big story to tell. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting. 1990. Washington Quarter. Let's talk a bit about why coin collecting is such a beloved hobby for many people. Coins, beyond their monetary value, hold a wealth of history and stories within them. Each coin is a tiny piece of artistry and a glimpse into the past. Now, let's take a closer look at the 1990 Washington Quarter. This coin, like all quarters, features the profile of George Washington on the obverse side. However, what makes this particular coin interesting is its reverse side, which features a majestic bald eagle grasping a bundle of arrows. The bald eagle has long been a symbol of strength and freedom in American culture, and its depiction on the quarter coin is no exception. It's a nod to the nation's heritage and the values it holds dear. The bundle of arrows symbolizes readiness for defense, while the olive branch in the eagle's other talon represents peace. Now, let's talk about the value of the 1990 Washington Quarter. As with any collectible, several factors come into play when determining its worth. These include its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. While circulated 1990 quarters may not fetch a high price, those in mint condition or with errors can command a premium. According to recent market trends, a 1990 Washington quarter in uncirculated condition can range in value from a few dollars to upwards of $10 or more. However, if you happen to come across a quarter with errors, such as a double die or off-center strike, its value could skyrocket into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Regardless of its monetary value, owning a piece of history, like the 1990 Washington quarter, is truly priceless. It serves as a reminder of America's rich heritage and the countless stories waiting to be discovered within each coin. 1985 Washington quarter. The 1985 Washington quarter holds a special place in the hearts of coin collectors and enthusiasts alike. Minted by the United States Mint, this coin features the iconic image of George Washington on its obverse side, designed by John Flanagan. But what makes this particular coin so intriguing? Well, for starters, let's talk about its composition. The 1985 Washington quarter is made of a copper-nickel alloy with a diameter of 24.26 millimeters and a weight of 5.67 grams. Now, when it comes to its value, several factors come into play. To determine the value of a 1985 Washington quarter, we need to consider its condition, rarity, and demand in the market. While circulated coins may fetch a modest value, those in pristine, uncirculated condition can command a higher price among collectors. As of our latest research, a circulated 1985 Washington quarter typically ranges in value from around 25 cents to a few dollars, depending on its condition. However, if you happen to stumble upon one in uncirculated condition, its value could soar even higher. Now, let's shift gears and explore the history behind this coin. The year 1985 marked a significant time in American history. It was a period of economic growth and political change, with Ronald Reagan serving as the President of the United States. Against this backdrop, the 1985 Washington quarter serves as a tangible reminder of the values and ideals that define our nation. Whether it's used in everyday transactions or cherished as part of a coin collection, this coin symbolizes the enduring legacy of George Washington and the principles upon which America was founded. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1985 Washington quarter offers both historical significance and potential value. Who knows? You might just uncover a hidden treasure in your pocket change. 1995 quarter dollar coin. While the 1995 Washington quarter isn't particularly rare, its value can vary based on its condition, mint mark, and any potential errors. On average, a circulated 1995 Washington quarter can fetch anywhere from 25 to 50 cents, but if you're lucky enough to find one in mint condition, it could be worth a pretty penny to collectors. Speaking of mint marks, did you know that the 1995 Washington quarter was produced at multiple U.S. mint facilities? Keep an eye out for those mint marks: P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. The San Francisco minted coins were only produced in proof sets, adding an extra layer of rarity and value for collectors. Now, let's delve into the rich history behind this coin. The Washington quarter has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1932, commemorating the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Designed by John Flanagan, the iconic profile of Washington graces the obverse of the coin, while the reverse features an eagle design originally by Laura Garden Frazier. Interestingly, the 1995 Washington quarter holds a special place in the hearts of collectors because it marked the end of an era. It was the final year of the traditional Washington quarter design before the introduction of the 50-state quarters program in 1999, which showcased a different design for each of the 50 states. So whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1995 Washington quarter is a must-have for any coin enthusiast collection. Its blend of historical significance, aesthetic appeal, and potential value make it a timeless treasure that captures the essence of American 1983 quarter dollar. The 1983 Washington quarter holds a special place in the hearts of collectors for several reasons. First off, it's part of the iconic Washington quarter series, which has been minted since 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. Taking a closer look at the coin itself, you'll notice the profile of George Washington gracing the obverse side, designed by John Flanagan. On the reverse side, we have a majestic eagle perched atop a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and unity, with the inscription United States of America and quarter dollar. Now, let's talk about the value of this particular coin. While most circulated 1983 Washington quarters are not considered rare, there are some varieties and mint errors that can significantly increase their worth. For example, coins with double die obverse or reverse, or those struck on different planchets, can fetch a premium among collectors. Additionally, the condition of the coin plays a crucial role in determining its value. Coins in uncirculated or pristine condition will naturally command higher prices than those with signs of wear and tear. As for the history behind the 1983 Washington quarter, it was minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint produced the highest number of coins, followed by Denver and San Francisco, making the Philadelphia Mint version the most common among collectors. Each mint had its unique mint mark, with P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco, stamped on the coin's reverse side below the eagle's tail feathers. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, the 1983 Washington quarter offers a fascinating glimpse into American history and coinage. So keep your eyes peeled during your next coin hunt. You never know what treasures you might unearth. 1994. Washington quarter. The 1994 Washington quarter is not just a piece of currency, it's a miniature work of art and a piece of American history. Let's start with the basics. Minted from 1965 to the present day, the Washington quarter features a portrait of our nation's first president, George Washington, on the obverse side. But what makes the 1994 edition special? The year 1994. Bill Clinton was president, The Lion King ruled the box office, and the world watched the opening of the Channel Tunnel. And in the world of numismatics, the U.S., Mint produced over 1.7 billion of these quarters. Now, let's talk value. The 1994 Washington quarter, in circulated condition, is generally valued at its face value of 25 cents. However, if you stumble upon one in mint condition, you might be looking at a slightly higher price tag. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to perfect, with factors like condition, luster, and any potential errors playing a significant role in determining their value. A mint condition 1994 Washington quarter could fetch anywhere from a few dollars to around $5 or more, depending on the market demand and grading. But remember, rarity and demand can fluctuate over time. Behind every coin lies a fascinating story. The Washington quarter itself has undergone several design changes since its inception in 1932. But the image of George Washington has remained a constant symbol of American resilience and leadership. So whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your numismatic journey, the 1994 Washington quarter is a piece of history worth cherishing. Who knows? Maybe you'll uncover a hidden gem in your pocket change. 1984. Washington quarter. Let's kick things off by discussing the value of this quarter. Now, in terms of its face value, it's worth 25 cents, just like any other quarter. However, for collectors, its value can vary significantly depending on factors such as condition, rarity, and demand. Designed by John Flanagan, the obverse of the 1984 Washington quarter features the profile of America's first president, George Washington. Meanwhile, the reverse showcases a majestic bald eagle, a symbol of freedom and strength. When it comes to determining the value of a coin, its condition is paramount. Coins are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, with mint state being the highest grade. A well-preserved, uncirculated 1984 Washington quarter can fetch a handsome sum among collectors. Now, let's journey back in time to explore the history behind the 1984 Washington quarter. The Washington quarter series has a rich heritage, dating back to its inception in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. In 1984, the United States was undergoing significant cultural and political changes. It was a time of innovation, with the birth of the Macintosh computer and the launch of the Space Shuttle Discovery. Meanwhile, in the world of sports, the Summer Olympics were held in Los Angeles, showcasing the world's finest athletes. But amidst all these events, the 1984 Washington quarter quietly circulated through the hands of millions of Americans, each coin bearing witness to a unique moment in history. Finally, let's uncover some fascinating details about the 1984 Washington quarter that you might not be aware of. Did you know that the Philadelphia Mint produced over 1.6 billion of these quarters in 1984? That's a staggering number, making it one of the most widely circulated coins of its time. Additionally, Keen-eyed collectors may notice variations in the mint marks of the 1984 Washington quarter. While most were minted in Philadelphia, some were also produced in Denver and San Francisco, each marked with its respective mint mark. 1982 Washington quarter. Let's take a moment to appreciate the design. Crafted by John Flanagan, the 1982 Washington quarter features the iconic profile of our first president, George Washington, on the obverse side. Flipping it over, we see the majestic image of an eagle, symbolizing freedom and strength, on the reverse. Now, let's talk about value. Many factors come into play when determining the worth of a coin, such as its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. As for the 1982 Washington quarter, its value can range anywhere from its face value of 25 cents to several dollars, or even more, depending on these factors. Checking out recent auctions and price guides, we can see that well-preserved specimens of the 1982 Washington quarter, particularly those in uncirculated condition, can fetch a higher price. Mint errors or varieties can also significantly increase its value for avid collectors. Now, let's discuss the history behind this coin. The year 1982 marked an important transition for the Washington quarter series. This was the last year before the composition changed from 90% silver to the copper nickel clad we're more familiar with today. So if you come across a 1982 quarter, be sure to check its edge. If it's silver, you've struck numismatic gold. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1982 Washington quarter is a fascinating piece of American numismatic history. Its timeless design and intriguing backstory make it a must-have for any coin enthusiast's collection. That wraps up our exploration of the 1982 Washington quarter. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more coin-related content. Until next time, happy collecting.